Hello, Grandma Tere here. Today we are cooking up some nice spicy beef with nectarines. So we'll put this over some rice. It should be yummy, beefy goodness. So you need to have a round steak, chop it all up. So it makes it a little bit more economical too. So round steak, chop it all up, get yourself some green chili and some chili sauce. You can use any kind of chili sauce that makes you happy. I like Trader Joe's chili sauce because if you haven't noticed, I buy a lot of things at Trader Joe's. Anyway, without further ado, we will get to making these spicy beef and nectarine yumminess. Okay, so I have here some oil in the pan. I'm going to kind of swirl it around. Swirl around the oil so that it gets a little hot, because we're going to first put the beef in and brown it up. Sometimes I just stick my little spatula in here and move the oil around. I have the beef cut up in the cubes, and I have freshly washed hands. Into here I go. And we are going to let this brown up. On all sides, brown it up. So we'll keep this in here for just a bit until it is a little browned, and then we will move on. So I have this nice and brown, and now I'm going to add in 1 cup of beef stock, 1 cup of basic red wine, your basic table wine, 1/4 cup of green chili, 2 tablespoons of red chili sauce, a 1/2 teaspoon of curry powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. And I'm going to kind of stir this around. And I am going to let this cook for about 30 minutes or so until the meat gets tender. So when you get the cheaper cuts of meat, you have to cook it for a while to tender it up. So we'll leave it here cooking, and when it's nice and tender, about 30 to 40 minutes, then we'll come back and add in the rest of the goodness. Well, I did the tender taste test, and now I'm going to thicken this broth up a little bit. So I have my little 3 tablespoons of flour in here with some warm water that I am going to pour in. And then I will stir it around to thicken it up. Stir it around, thicken it up so it's thick and nice. And then I'm going to add in the sliced mushrooms, and I'm going to let them cook. So I took 1 package of mushrooms, a small package, and sliced them up so they can cook in here. And the very, very last thing I will do after the mushrooms are cooked is to add in our nectarines. So put that in, stir it around, and let the mushrooms cook for just a bit, and I'll be back. And now we're back. The mushrooms are nice and cooked, and I'm gonna add in a couple of packages of nectarines. Normally, I would use fresh nectarines that I would peel myself, but I couldn't find any that weren't spoiled. Then you're going to serve this over a nice piece of beef. It will be a piece of beef. I have lost my mind. Some nice hot rice. It'll be fabuloso, or yummy spice beefy goodness. So with that said, this will be Grandma Tere. I'll peek down in here. Signing off. Bye for now. Enjoy. Well, I'm signing back in because I was told that I needed to show you all what it looked like being served. So here is the beautiful beef, mushrooms, and some lovely rice, and it will be so good. And so now, Grandma Tere, signing off. Everybody have a fabulous week.